Good evening and welcome back, Warrior Nation, to another exciting edition of the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report. Episode 15 is on deck, and we've got a lot to celebrate from another unforgettable week here in Warrior Country. The spotlight this week shines bright on our varsity Lady Warriors volleyball team, who celebrated their senior night in style. What a special evening it was, full of emotion, energy, and pure Warrior pride. We honored an incredible trio of seniors who have poured their heart, sweat, and spirit into this program. From those early days learning to serve and spike, all the way to their final match on their home court, these young women have shown what it truly means to be a Grass Lake Warrior. Determined, disciplined, and united. To our volleyball seniors, thank you for leading the way and inspiring the next generation of Lady Warriors. And that's not all. Across the community, our fall sports teams continue to put on a show. From youth football players battling under the lights, to cross country runners leaving it all out on the course, to soccer, cheer, and all the action from our youth leagues. The Warrior Pride is alive and booming all across Grass Lake. Now remember, this show only happens because of you, our amazing community. Every week, you help us tell the story of Grass Lake sports by sending in your pictures, your videos, your game summaries, your stats, your stories, and schedules. So keep them coming. Parents, players, coaches, and fans, email what you got to glsportsweeklyreport at gmail.com so we can keep showcasing all of our credible athletes from pre-K to varsity. And don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share, and subscribe buttons to help spread the word. The more people who join in, the stronger our community connection grows. This is more than a sports show. It's a celebration of the kids, families, coaches, and fans who make Grass Lake such a special place to call home. So, get ready, Warrior Nation. We've got highlights, recaps, celebrations, and plenty of hometown pride packed into this week's show. So, here we go. Big event at the Grass Lake High School this Saturday night. The 2025 Grass Lake Hall of Fame class will be inducted. That includes the 2008 state champion baseball team, 2006 football state runner-up team, Bill Willis, and Michael Vasilio. The class will be introduced at halftime of the football game on Friday night against Michigan Center. And then, like I said, Saturday night, there is an awards banquet and ceremony that will be held at the Grass Lake High School. Hors d'oeuvres will be served at 4:30 with the banquet meal being served at 5 o'clock. And the awards ceremony will be held at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. Tickets for the event will cost $20, with inductees being free. They can be purchased at the door, or you can also access your tickets on GoFan. I said $20. There's a processing fee on GoFan, $2 processing fee for adults, $1 processing fee for kids 12 and under. Those prices are 22 and 11. Once again, that is Saturday night at the Grass Lake High School. Hall of Fame class 2025. On the volleyball court last Tuesday night at the Grass Lake High School, we celebrated our three senior ladies, Ashley Simon, Layla Smith, and Adeline Henson. And the Lady Warriors dominated the East Jackson Trojans in a sweep 25-17, 25-10, 25-11. And all three seniors contributed tremendously in that victory. Adeline Henson, 13 of 14 from the service line with 12 points, 6 aces, 5 digs, 3 assists, and 2 kills. Ashley Simon, 4 of 4 from the service line with a point and an ace, 3 kills, and 2 digs. Layla Smith, 6 of 8 from the service line, 5 points, 2 aces, 1 kill, and 6 Diggs. Fun night for the Warriors at home. And thank you and congratulations to those 3 seniors. The girls then traveled to Concord on Thursday night for a tri-meet with Concord Yellow Jackets and Hillsdale Academy. Unfortunately, the Warriors came up short on Thursday night as they lost to Concord 25-15 and 25-16, and in two to Hillsdale Academy 25-16 and a close game 25-23. Our JV Lady Warriors also competed Tuesday night against East Jackson and took that 3-0 against the Trojans, winning 25-10, 15-7, and 15-4. These wins were dominated by the Warriors serving. Top servers were Aubrey Williams, 13 of 14 with 6 aces. Leah Langle, 9 of 10 with 6 aces. Olivia Lafave with 9 of 9 from the service line with 3 aces. Ava Hall, 7 of 7 with 1 ace. And Macy Demosiak, 5 of 6 from the service line with 4 aces. Way to go, girls. In middle school volleyball action, our 8th grade girls volleyball team traveled to East Jackson Monday night, I believe, and secured the win. The girls won the first set 25-22 and achieved 17 3 contacts. They struggled with the serve, received the second set, and lost 13-25. They really hyped themselves up in the third set and improved their communication to take the win 15-9. Top servers were Bailey Williams, 17 of 17 with 5 aces. JJ Doser, 8 of 11 with 4 aces. Sage Alford, 7 of 9 with 3 aces. Paisley Coker, 2 of 2. They hosted Homer on Wednesday. And it's always good to be back home, and the girls won 2-1. The first set was a real nail-biter. The girls went back and forth with volleys and ended up claiming the win 27-25. They racked up 33 contacts in the first set alone. They took the second set 25-19 with 17 3 contacts. And the third set, they dropped 11-15 with 10 3 contacts. JJ Doser went 12 of 13 from the service line with 5 aces. Brooklyn Lawrence went 8 of 11 from the service line with 1 ace. Ellie Whiting went 3 of 3 from the service line with 1 ace. These girls have one more week of volleyball left, so if you got a chance to get out there and watch them, I'm sure they would appreciate some Warrior spirit in the crowd. In Warrior football news, our youngest Warriors, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, little Warriors, took to the gridiron Monday night under the lights at Joe Bechtel. That was just an awesome experience for them young Warriors. Once again, our kindergartners, our first graders, our second graders, getting out there and then just having the time of their life. Big shout out to Mr. David Wright for putting that all together for them kids. That's where it all starts. That's where you learn how to be a warrior, how exciting it is to get out there and play under the lights. And I'm sure they will cherish that for a long time to come. They had that under the lights during the halftime of the JV game against East Jackson. And here's some highlights from that game as the boys won at home against East Jackson to remain undefeated on the year. Grady Cromery with a rushing touchdown. Aaron Henson with a rushing touchdown. Ryder Boatler with a reception for a touchdown. And Lamar Zagarlowitz with a big-time interception. But here you go.
Aaron Henson with the carry. Cromery keeps it. Takes it in for the Grass Lake touchdown. Number 24, Lamar Zagarlowitz with the interception for the Warriors. Henson up the middle for the Grass Lake touchdown.
In the morning, we could like do writing. We could like go to breakfast. I breakfast now. The popcorn already ready. Let's go right here. Right here. Go. Jay-Z with the takedown for the loss. Ashton Dolce with the tackle for the Warriors.
Tompkins. Will Ford, the takedown for the loss. Matt Tompkins on the tackle. Lucas Richardson on the carry. Aiden Denman in on the tackle.
As I mentioned previously, those JV boys remain undefeated and will play at Napoleon Monday night, October 16th. Game time, 6 p.m. Thursday night, our middle school combined 7th and 8th grade team traveled to Michigan Center to take on the Cardinals, and they gave them the business. 32-0 Warriors win. Outstanding job by them kids. 2 big touchdowns from Owen Schaefer. Those middle school boys have one more game remaining at home Thursday night against the Napoleon Pirates at Howard Stoker Field, 4:30 kickoff. If you can be there, get there. Friday night, our boys' varsity football team was at home against a very tough Napoleon Pirates football team in a good conference matchup, and the boys were fired up and ready to get this one started. The boys struggled most of the night to put the ball in the end zone, but was able to find some points late in the ball game on this run by Kaylon Westcott.
And the quarterback, Keith Westcott, goes in for a Grass Lake Warrior touchdown.
Boys fell short on that one. Ended up losing the Napoleon Pirates 6-30. The boys will be back home next Friday night for a 7 o'clock kickoff against an undefeated Michigan Center Cardinals team. This is going to be a dandy. In youth football, our 5th and 6th grade tackle football team, Grass Lake number 2, headed out to Leslie Sunday afternoon to take on Hanover Horton. The crew hung together for 4 quarters, but unfortunately came up on the short end of the scoreboard, losing to Hanover Horton 22-0. Those same Warriors will be back at it next Saturday for their final regular season game of the year out at Lumen Christi against Lumen Christi at 11:30 a.m. So if you got time, come on out, cheer them kids on for one last dance. Out on a trail with our cross-country runners, they were out at Leslie Tuesday night for the Cascade Jamboree. Our middle school girls took home fourth place with 66 points overall, finishing ahead of Michigan Center. Grace Rule led the Warriors in 14th place with a time of 17:57 and 81. Had 5 girls compete last Tuesday, and all 5 girls had personal records on the day. Lily Art in 15th place with a 17:59 flat. Faye Rurka in 16th place with a 18:09 and 18. Jessica Backen in 24th place with 22:37 and 41. And Candace Orban with 26th place with a time of 24:44 and 34. Once again, all those girls with PRs on the day. Outstanding job. In the middle school boys division, the boys continued to dominate and finished in first place once again, taking home 4 out of the top 10 spots. Lewis Hillbear led the middle school boys team, finishing in fourth place overall with a time of 13:3 and 25. Also with personal best in 11th place, Nathan Eros with a time of 13:52 and 31. Ryan Sherwood with a personal best of 14:03 and 75. Rylan Guerrero with a personal best 14:23 and 62. Conrad Kaiser with a season best 17:12 and 72. Joey Kempker continuing to improve week after week. Personal best 18:52 and 56. Colton Orban with a season best 26:1 and 41. And Adam Figge continuing to improve week over week. Personal best 26:59 and 91. Way to go to those middle school Warrior boys. At the varsity level, our Lady Warriors took home first place overall with 3 in the top 10. Warriors were led by Adeline Jarko, finishing second place overall with a time of 21, 28, and 12. The season best for senior Katie Million with a time of 25, 24, and 38. In the varsity boys division, the boys team finished in third place overall, ahead of Manchester and Michigan Center, with 2 finishing in the top 10. Senior Connor Sherwood led the Warriors with a time of 17, 49, and 69. Great job. Congratulations to those boys. Our varsity Warriors then traveled to Portage for the Portage Invitational on Saturday morning. The Warriors were up against some stiff competition over there in Portage. The Lady Warriors finished in 15th place out of 16 teams. Adeline Jarko led the Warriors with a time of 21, 20, and 3, finishing in 49th place overall. She was followed by Elise Bullock, Taylor Hope, Mackenzie Hillbear, Adeline Stormont, and Ava Cruz. In the boys division, the Grass Lake Warriors finished in 23rd place out of 37 teams. They were led by Connor Boatler, finishing in 60th place with a time of 17:50 and 1, followed by Connor Sherwood, Luke Blaze, Zach Bucci, Grady McDaniel, and Richard Trudeau. Our cross-country runners will train and practice the entire week, gearing up for the Gabriel Richard Invite on Saturday morning. Out on the links, our Lady Warriors competed last Tuesday at the Grass Lake Jamboree out at Calderon Golf Course. finishing in fourth place with a score of 239. I do not have any individual results for those Lady Warriors that competed. If you're out there and you're listening and you've got stats, you've got scores, game summaries, stories, whatever it may be, anything to do with this Grass Lake Warriors ladies golf, shoot me an email at glsportsweeklyreport at gmail.com, and I will be sure to get it on the show. We should be willing to celebrate and excited to celebrate everything Grass Lake sports. Then on Thursday, the girls traveled out to Arbor Hills for the Cascades Conference Final, where they shot a 444, finishing in fourth place, just a couple strokes behind Michigan Center. The one score that I am aware of, Ava Renfro tied for 10th with a 105. Nice job, Ava. So tomorrow, Monday, October 6th, regional tournaments through the Michigan High School Athletic Association will kick off, and the Grass Lake girls will be competing at Calderon Golf Course. 9:30 a.m. start time. That's Division 4. Addison, Adrian Lenawee Christian, Adrian Madison, Bath, Columbia Central, Dansville, East Jackson, Grass Lake, Hudson, Langsburg, Lansing Catholic, Napoleon, Onstead, Perry, Sand Creek, and Weberville. That is, once again, regional competition through the Michigan High School Athletic Association beginning on Monday, October 6th. So good luck to those Lady Warriors competing in that. I know the fall sports season is still in full swing, but winter sports will be coming up on us quickly. Grass Lake Youth Wrestling Club will start practice beginning October 27th. That will be in the auxiliary gym at the high school. Registration will be $60. This is for ages 6 and up, and that $60 includes practices through February and a Grass Lake Wrestling t-shirt. Most of the tournaments are ran through the Cascade Youth Wrestling Conference, and those are held on Sundays at numerous locations. But this is for all levels, whether you've got experience, you've wrestled for 5-6 years, or you've never touched a mat before in your life. They do a great job. Coaches do a great job with this and are able to work with all age groups, all experience levels. If you've never tried it, I highly, highly recommend it. It's a great sport. Keep in mind, even if you're not interested in doing the tournaments, I know we've had kids just come and practice and get a feel for it. The tournaments are always optional. Basically, every weekend you can compete in whatever tournaments that you want. You can do them every weekend. You can do one or two, whatever the situation is. It's completely up to you. Those tournaments are an extra cost on top of the $60 registration fee. Usually $20 for those tournaments. But once again, that will start October 27th, Mondays and Thursday nights in the auxiliary gym. Hope to see you there. Also at the high school level, coming up quickly is the 25-26 Grass Lake powerlifting team. Physicals, medical forms need to be turned in. Make sure your final forms are up to date so you're eligible to compete. All uniforms need to be purchased through the team shop. Uniform needs to be a navy t-shirt with your last name on the back. As you can see, that team shop is open for a little under 9 days remaining. So, like I said, your uniform needs to be ordered through the team shop, personalized with your name on the back. There is a lot of cool stuff on here, even if you don't need a uniform. And a portion of the proceeds do go back to the program. So, if you need some powerlifting gear, sweatshirts, joggers, hooded jackets, shorts, backpacks. They got a bunch of stuff on here. A lot of cool stuff. Get geared up for this season's powerlifting team. Also, deadlift socks will be sold at a later date for $15 a pair. Practices will begin on Monday, November 17th. We'll be lifting 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. Attendance will be taken each day and will be key to your success. The Grass Lake High School will also host a Michigan High School Powerlifting Association regional meet on Saturday, December 13th, 2024. Volunteers will be needed to help run that. So if you're interested, you can get a hold of Coach Rule. The powerlifting team will also compete in at least 3 meets this season. Meets will mostly be looks like all the meets will be on Saturdays. Grass Lake, Matawan, and Dexter. For more information, I will also have the Michigan High School Powerlifting Association website in the description of the show for you to view as well. And for middle school girls basketball coming up here after the first of the year, the Grass Lake Middle School is looking for a girls basketball coach. So if you're interested in that position, please contact the athletic office at the high school, specifically our athletic director, Brian Zalad. That is open. The application is open until October 17th or until that position is filled. So hopefully somebody steps up, fills that spot so those girls can play some basketball. In soccer news, last Monday night at Howard Stoker Field, the JV and varsity boys teams both hosted Jackson Christian for their last soccer match of the year at Stoker Field. Our JV Warriors brought home a 3-1 win with Cruz Spencer's first ever goal. Nathan Maynard and Lucas Hazelshort also each with a goal, helped contributing to that 3-1 win. And here are your highlights from that competition.
That's number 11, Lucas is.
The varsity team left it all on the field, fighting to a 1-1 finish after last second, 16 seconds to be exact, penalty kick call. Ben Tippy with the lone Warrior goal late in the first half. The grit, the heart, the energy, it was all there. And a big shout out to the fans for bringing it every single game this season. The energy, the enthusiasm makes a world of difference for those boys competing on the field. And here is your highlights from that game. boys then went on the road to compete against Hillsdale Academy on Wednesday night. Again, varsity battle to a 1-1 tie with goal from Brogan Sallow. The defense was lights out, holding the state-ranked opponent to just one score. And here are your highlights from that varsity game against Hillsdale Academy. Hard-fought match for the JV boys as they ended up coming up short 0-1 in the end. The Warriors are rolling into the postseason stronger than ever and ready for battle. Looks like the boys have one more match before postseason plays. That will be on the road against Plymouth Christian Monday night, October 6th. That will be their last match before postseason. In AYSO news, the 15U co-ed core team played at home against Northwest Saturday morning. And an exciting day for that crew as they came away with their first win of the season, 8-1 victory over Northwest. June Goebel with a hat trick, 3 goals on the day, and Wyatt Charles with a goal to help the 15U core team. They will be on the road next weekend. Again, down in Coldwater. So coming up this week, middle school and high school athletics, directly from our GrassLakeWarriors.com website. As I mentioned before, boys varsity soccer, last regular season match of the year out at Plymouth Christian, Monday night at 4:30. Also, middle school volleyball at Vandercook Lake, 4:30 start time. Monday, 6 p.m. kickoff for the JV football team at Napoleon High School. Tuesday, girls varsity volleyball at Leslie, 5 p.m. Wednesday morning, Midland County Fairgrounds, the equestrian state final. Not sure if we've got Warriors competing in that, but we will be pulling for you. Wednesday night, middle school volleyball. I believe this is their last match of the year at the Grass Lake Middle School. 4:30 start time. Then Thursday night, middle school 7th and 8th grade combined team at home for their final game of the year against the Napoleon Pirates. 4:30 kickoff. Also Thursday night, girls JV volleyball at Jonesville. They will be competing against Jonesville at Grass Lake High School, 5 p.m. And then Friday night, under the lights in Grass Lake against an undefeated Michigan Center. We're looking to be spoilers for that one. Let's pack the stains and let's make some noise. Saturday morning, the cross-country runners will travel to the Gabriel Richard Invite. At the youth level, also on Saturday, our Grass Lake 1 and 2 tackle football teams will be traveling to Lumen Christi. Grass Lake 2 will play at 11:30 against Lumen Christi 1, and Grass Lake number 2 will be our Grass Lake number 1 will be playing Leslie 1 at 2:30 p.m. So if you've ever got any other schedules out there you'd like me to share, send them to me at glsportsweeklyreport at gmail.com. What a week, Warrior Nation. Another amazing chapter in the story of Grass Lake athletics, and this one will be remembered for a long time, especially for our varsity Lady Warriors volleyball seniors. What a night. What a moment. You could feel the pride, the emotion, and the love in that gym as we celebrated everything those young ladies have brought to this program. From their very first practices as kids to their final serves on senior night, they've shown what it means to wear that Warrior navy blue and gold with heart, grit, and leadership. To our volleyball seniors, thank you. You've set the tone for the next generation, and we know you'll continue to make Grass Lake proud no matter where life takes you next. And to all our other Warrior athletes, keep it up. Whether you're running cross country, battling on the football field, cheering from the sidelines, or representing our community in youth leagues, you are what this show is all about. Every highlight, every score, every story we share is proof that something special is happening right here in Grass Lake. Now, as always, we can't do this without you, parents, coaches, players, and fans. Keep sending those pictures, highlight videos, game recaps, stats, and upcoming schedules to glsportsweeklyreport at gmail.com. That's how we keep telling the full story of our community and making sure every young warrior gets the spotlight they deserve. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like, hit the share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this thing growing so more families and fans can join in the fun each week. This is more than sports. It's community. It's connection. It's the pride of being a warrior. Until next time, God bless our kids. God bless our community. And go Warriors!